Now coming to molecular orbital theory, this theory says that when atomic orbitals are combined together, they form new type of orbitals. These orbitals are called molecular orbitals. Like atoms gets atomic orbitals, atoms contain atomic orbitals, and molecule also contain molecular orbitals. These molecular orbitals is always formed by addition of atomic orbitals or subtraction of atomic orbitals. Example, as we know, electrons are wave functions, wave-like property, crest and probe. Another electron also like this. If the two atomic orbitals are in same phase, then addition will take place, which means doubling the amplitude. Like that, if the two atomic orbitals are out of phase, which means like this, then cancellation of these wave properties will becomes a modal plane, which means no probability of electron. So atomic orbitals will combine together in the form of addition or subtraction. Addition always gives bonding molecular orbitals, whereas subtraction is always gives anti-bonding molecular orbitals. See some examples. If you are taking H2 molecule, the H2 molecule contains two hydrogen atoms with atomic number 1, electronic configuration is 1s1. According to this molecular orbital theory, each atomic orbital of hydrogen atom will combine to form a new type of orbital. Those are called molecular orbitals. These are atomic orbitals, and atomic orbitals are combining, we get molecular orbital. The molecular orbital, which is formed by addition of atomic orbital, is called bonding molecular orbital, whereas the molecular orbital formed by subtraction of atomic orbital is called anti-bonding molecular orbital. So bonding molecular orbital always contains low energy than the atomic orbital, whereas anti-bonding molecular orbital always contains more energy than the atomic orbital. Now when we are representing with these molecular orbitals, as we know, atomic orbitals are represented by S, P, D, F, like that. Molecular orbital also represented by some symbols like sigma, pi, delta, etc. So when we are combining 1s1 and 1s1, the symbol of bonding molecular orbital must be sigma 1s, and the symbol of anti-bonding molecular orbital must be sigma star 1s. This 1s1 contains 1 electron, it contains 1 electron. The 2 electrons we have to fill in this molecular orbital configuration. As we know, electronic configuration of atomic orbitals is always followed by Aufbau principle, Pauli's exclusion principle, and Hund's rule, etc. The same rules also followed to the molecular orbital configuration, which means when the 2 electrons are filling, electrons must be filled in the lower energy level according to Aufbau principle. So this contains 2 electrons. This is anti-atomic molecular orbital. Now the electronic configuration of H2 molecule, which contains 2 electrons, it must be sigma 1s, which contains 2 electrons. So this is electronic configuration of this H2 molecule. Let's see another example. So I am taking Li2 molecule. This Li2 molecule is formed by combining of 2 lithium atoms. Its atomic number is 3. Electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s1. So each atomic orbitals will combine with atomic orbital of another atom having similar energy, which means 1s orbital of first lithium will combine with 1s orbital of second lithium, 2s orbital of the first lithium will combine with 2s orbital of the second lithium. Similar energy atomic orbitals will be combined easily. This is 1s2, 2s1 of the first lithium. This is also 1s2, 2s1 of the second lithium, which contains 2 electrons, it contains 1 electron. Like this. Now atomic orbitals combine to form molecular orbital. As we know, lower is bonding molecular orbital and upper is anti-bonding molecular orbital. 1s whenever combining, it forms bonding is sigma 1s and the anti-bonding is sigma star 1s. Bonding is represented with sigma, anti-bonding is represented with sigma star. Now 2s whenever is combining, it forms bonding is sigma 2s, anti-bonding is sigma star 2s. When we are filling electrons, 2 plus 2, 4 electrons, 2 electrons must be in lower energy level, and the 2 electrons must be in upper energy level. This 1 plus 1, 2 electrons must be filled in lower energy level, and this is empty molecular orbital. Now the configuration of Li2 molecule having 6 electrons must be sigma 1s, which contains 2, sigma star 1s, which contains 2, sigma 2s, which contains 2. This is electronic configuration of Li2 molecule. Like that, any molecule we can write these diagrams, but writing diagrams is a very lengthy process. That's why when we are coming to entrance exams, there is a 2 important sequence. We have to memorize that sequence. With the help of the 2 sequence, we can identify electronic configuration of any diatomic molecule. I will explain what are the 2 sequences. Up to N2 molecule, we use one sequence, sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, this is electronic configuration of up to N2 molecule. Sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s. When our p orbitals are overlapping, they form sigma bonds also, pi bonds also. That's why one p orbital forms sigma bond, remaining 2 orbitals will form pi bond. And the symbol equal explains these 2 orbitals are similar in energy. That's why these orbitals are called degenerate orbitals. Now another important sequence is from O2 molecule. From O2 molecule means oxygen and higher molecules. Only one simple difference between these two pens. Here the sigma 2pz orbitals will be lower energy. Here the sigma 2pz orbitals will be higher energy. That is the only difference between these two penses. So up to N2 molecules, which means hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen. All these molecules will be placed into this electronic configuration, and from O2 molecule we have to place into this electronic configuration. Let's see with some example. I am taking C2 molecule. The C2 molecule contains 12 electrons because carbon atomic number is 6. Two carbon atoms are having 12 electrons. These 12 electrons must be filled into the first sequence, which means the sigma 1s contain 2 electrons. After that sigma star 1s2. After that sigma 2s2. After that sigma star 2s2. Now these pi orbitals are having similar energy. Directly we cannot fill 2 electrons here because these are degenerate orbitals. Degenerate orbitals always filled by using Hund's rule. What is the Hund's rule? Says that whenever orbitals are same in energy, electrons first must be half filled, which means first electron will be filled here and second electron will be filled here. After that pairing will be takes place. Now calculate total 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So this is electronic configuration of C2 molecule. Like that any molecule you can apply this electronic configurations. But only remember is up to N2 molecule we have to use the first sequence. From O2 molecule we have to use the second sequence. Now, what is the use of this molecular orbital thing? Some use we are studying that is very useless. So what is the use of this molecular orbital theory? Molecular orbital theory is useful to identify bond order of a diatomic molecule. So you can identify bond order, which means how many bonds are present between two atoms, that we can identify with the help of molecular orbital theory. So to identify this, use a simple formula. Bond order is equal half into bonding electrons minus anti-bonding electrons. This is the formula to identify bond order, half into bonding electrons minus anti-bonding electrons. Let's see it for example. If you are taking O2 molecule contains 16 electrons. The 16 electrons must be filled into the second electronic configuration, that is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, and sigma 2pz2, pi 2px equal to pi 2py. Electrons must be first half filled like this. After that pi star 2px equal pi star 2py. Electrons must be half filled. After that pairing. Now let's count the total. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16. 16 electrons are completed. So this configuration simply says that all these are paired electron, but the pi star orbitals are unpaired electron. Due to this unpaired electron, the oxygen molecule is paramagnetic in nature. So with the help of molecular orbital theory, we also identify magnetic nature. That means paramagnetic or diamagnetic. Paramagnetic means which is weakly attracted by magnetic field due to having unpaired electron. So oxygen is paramagnetic molecule. Now we have to identify bond order, that is half into bonding electrons. Bonding means without star mark. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There are 10 bonding electrons minus anti-bonding electrons. 2, 4, 5, 6. 10 minus 6, 4, 1 by 2 is 2, which means O2 molecule having bond order 2, which means between two oxygen atom, there are always two bonds are present. O double bond O. Bond order we can simply identify by using molecular orbital theory. Also we can identify magnetic nature of the molecule. Molecule must be paramagnetic if it is having unpaired electron, diamagnetic if it is having paired electron. So with the help of this Markov theory, either bond order or magnetic nature we can identify.